quiet now, but Dustin, there'll be a few other people going for the Boredom breaker net. Yeah, so Dustin's going to be doing it solo, and well, I think he's going to have some help somewhere along the way. So in 2 minutes, he'll connect stuff together with Oklahoma. In 4 minutes, it will start. Yeah, it will start. So KC8FQV. Yeah, Dustin wants to get his all his things in order. He wants to get munchies. He wants to get drinks. He wants to get everything. So he's going to be stuck to a chair for an hour. So KC8FQV.
This is KD8EPC. We're going to be linking the repeater up to the Boredom Breaker Hub for the next couple hours for the Boredom Breaker Net, so please stand by. I'll be net control for the first hour, and Miss Nancy KI5OZZ will have the second hour, but please stand by while I link up the repeater. This is KD8EPC, clear until net.
K5CFY. Sounds like Mr. Dustin's having some linking problems, getting it all linked up and everything, so everybody stand by. I'm sure he'll get it fixed here in just a second. K5CFY.
Ray, I think he's already linked it all up, KSFQV.
All right, let's try this now. K5CFY, am I making it through? Am I linked up? I'm not sure.
Sounding loud and clear there, Mr. Dustin. Go ahead and take the net and have fun. K5CFY.
All right, wonderful. Good afternoon and welcome to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the first hour today. The Boredom Breaker Net meets every day at noon Central Time on the RCWA repeater Allstar node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. This is a directed net, and all traffic must pass through net control. All stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Arkansas, Virginia, and various other repeaters. We ask you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations waiting to check into the Boredom Breaker Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. And go nice and slow here. I'm a one-man operation today. So stations waiting to check in, please call now.
W8W.
This is Kilo Delta 4, Yankee Victor Victor, KD4Y, Jeff in and out.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5, RBG, Shannon and Tulsa.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Alpha 8, Microwave WA8 KOC, Fred, Akron, Echolink, Mobile. Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo KE8TQR Keith in Uniontown, Ohio.
All right, let me pick it up right there real quick and make sure I've got it. All right, perfect. I have KD5ENU Gill was in and out. I picked up WD8MIU Warm Weather Wade. I have KD4YVV Jeff was in and out. I picked up KC5 Real Big Guns, my good friend Shannon. I have WA8KOC Fred in the mobile, and I have KE8TQR Keith. We'll get some more here in just a second. Let me get to my mobile real quick here. WA8KOC Fred, take it away. Try that again here. WA8KOC, Fred, take it away. One more time there. Fred, you still with us? WA8KOC, did you run away already?
Yeah. I'm just going to wish you and everybody else in here an enjoyable time on the net this afternoon. Always great to hear from you. You always do a fabulous job, even when it's a one-man operation. Take good care of yourself. Enjoy the net. I will talk to you probably this evening. 7-3 to you and everyone else. KD8EPC in the Boredom Breaker Net, WA8KOC. I'll be clear.
All right, there, Fred. Well, wonderful to hear you out there today. As always, it's a pleasure, and we try our best, but it's a lot more fun when we've got just Nick behind the screen there. So we'll say 73. Have a great afternoon, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's see. Let's go back to the top. There was only one mobile, I think, so let's go over here to Warm Weather Wade, WD8MIU. How are things out in Florida?
Not too bad. Sorry Nick's not available to talk to you, or to help you, I should say. Yeah, things are fine. Cold snap, though. It's only going to get 52 today, and went down to 30 last night. But, hey, you know, we don't have 10 foot of snow or whatever. Anyway, have a good net. I'll see if I can check in the net. I'm not sure, but Chicago's back on a new episode, so probably not. Have a good net, and hello everybody, and Happy New Year, and have a good day. Thank you. Bye.
All right there, Wade. Well, great to hear you out there. And yeah, Nick's having ankle surgery today for his busted ankle, so send prayers and good vibes in all his way. So we'll say 73, and we'll catch you down the log. And that's going to bring me to another good friend of mine, QC5 Real Big Guns. Shannon, how are you?
Hello there, Dustin and Nick, KC5RBG, and it's already been a busy morning for me. Got up early and went to the doctor, got my shot in my eye, and they're trying to get the dosage upped for the medicine they put in my eye. And hopefully that'll go through. Of course, the VA's got to approve it, so they're putting in for the approval for that. And until then, I'll just get my normal dose of it. But my right eye got a little bit worse since last time, and my left eye got a little bit better. So, have one eye get worse, one eye get better. I really need them both to get better. Sometimes you know, you just gotta get what you can take, though. Other than that, it's cold outside, and I don't see it really being much more different than that. It's gonna stay cold. That's okay, though. I got radios. Hope you're doing good there, Dustin. I do believe I'm going to lay back down and take a nap. I'm up way before my alarm was supposed to go off, so which I think you probably already know that. But anyway, have a good one, and many prayers out there to Nick. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless the 73 brother. Back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. Well, it's great to hear you, my friend, and I hope your eyes do get better. And I'll tell you what, it's cold, and you're going to play some radios. I'll fire up to the E-Star later, and maybe we can catch up there, because it's cold here, too, and I have no intention of leaving my house the rest of the day, so there you go. Great to hear you, my friend. As always, if you take a nap, catch a couple of extra Z's there for me, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's jump on over to Keith now. K8TQR, good afternoon. How are you?
KD8 EPC, this is KE8TQR. Good afternoon, Dustin. Thanks for taking my check-in today, and good afternoon to everyone else here on the Boredom Breaker Net, wherever you may be. And I will attest to what Dustin just said. It's cold outside. I don't know what the temperature is. I don't need to. I just open the door, find out it's cold, and I close the door. And I stay on the warm side of it. So there's that. Down here in the shack, I am, now that the tower's up, the antennas are all in there, the coax is all run, I can spend time down here and get everything straightened out, put away, and try to make some room for all the radios and gear. I just made room for the 7300. I think that'll work where it's at. And I'm kind of sure that I've got a spot for the Mercury amplifier that I'm still on the wait list for, but one of these days, it's only 5 months into the wait, so it's probably got a couple more. But I think I got a spot for the Mercury as well, and we'll see how that goes. Other than that, just staying here in the shack today, staying warm. I'm going to do a little radio and see what I can do on HF. And that's about the event of my day. That's about it. But just want to wish everyone a wonderful Wednesday. Hope you all have a great time. Just stay warm, and if you're out there traveling, wherever you may be, just stay safe on them highways and byways. Other than that, that's about all I got. No other news. So I'll send it back to you, Dustin. You're doing a fine job as a one-man net control operator, and we'll all take it slow on you, I'm sure. But anyway, I know you got a list to get to. So this is KE8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
21 degrees.
W8WKY.
All right there, Keith, KETQR. Well, I'm glad you're finally getting things together down in the shack where it's nice and warm, and you're on the warm side of the door there, not outside climbing a tower. But you know what they say, the best time to work on antennas is when it's cold and snowy and probably dark, too. So great to hear you, Keith, and I can't wait to hear all about that amplifier when it shows up, too. We're going to say 73, and we're going to go on over to Greg here, AI5HV. Good afternoon, Greg. How you doing? And I've got Miss Judy on the list there. Take it away.
Good afternoon, Dustin, and everyone on the net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor. First of all, I want to say hi, and thank you for running the net today, Dustin. Thank you for putting Judy on the proxying her in. Kilo India 5, Victor Victor Echo, and I want to say prayers for Nick, and hopefully the procedure goes well for him today. How are you doing, and how does it feel to be doing the net there kind of by yourself today?
All right there, Greg. Well, it's good to hear you, and I'll tell you, you know, I don't really mind doing the net by myself. It's just it takes a little getting used to. When you got Nick doing everything, you get a little rusty. So it's nice to be able to do it by myself. So I enjoy it, but I know I'm not by myself if things really go awry. I've got Ray there, and we got Nancy, and the whole nice team here that can come in and jump in and help me if need be. But I enjoy it. You know, I have a lot of fun, and I did the same thing last Wednesday night. I did the whole show by myself. So that was fun, too. I mean, we had Josh and Lucy, obviously, on Trivias, but I did the pre-show, the logging, and the big show, and that was kind of fun. So, but we're praying for Nick, and we're hoping that he makes a speedy recovery, because I certainly do miss having him there behind the blue screen. Back to you.
Yeah, most definitely, and you're doing a great job today, so keep up the good work there. I did want to ask... been chasing down the hum issue that I have with my Allstar node that Nick had told me about a few times and others, and I just wondered if my signal was clean. I got a new power supply for it, and just wanted to check and see if we got any background hum and noise.
I mean, there's a slight hum there, but I don't know if it's you or if it's just radio noise. It's not like awful. It's not like a really terrible AC hum, just kind of a little background noise there. But I would say that's probably a better test to have somebody who's closer and can give you a better RF comparison, because we're both coming through nodes, so kind of hard to tell with that, to be honest with you.
Oh, well, good deal. I just trying to trace it down and put one on there on Monday, different power supply I had, and just kind of a temporary thing, and Susie said things were like super clean. So anyway, I appreciate the report there. Again, I want to wish you a wonderful day, and you're doing a great job at the net control there. I want to say thank you for running the net this hour. Thank you for all you do, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and stay safe and stay warm. With that, I will say 7-3 and turn it back over to you, Dustin. Have a wonderful, blessed day.
All right there, Greg. Well, we'll say 73 to you also, my friend, and have yourself a great afternoon. And tell Miss Judy we all said hello there, too. All right, we picked up a couple here off the blue screen. I did pick up Mr. Ray, K5CFY, and I have John there, KE8UIB. But I'm looking for some check-ins, stations waiting to check into the Boredom Breaker Net. This is KD8EPC. Please call now.
Mobile? Mobile?
C8, Fox Queen Victor. KC8, FQV.
November 3, Mike Triple and 3 MDC, Michael, with your state on.
Kilo Alpha 8.
Kilo Golf 4, Oscar Yankee Sierra.
Bob.
KT4OYS Mobile. Kevin and Lynchburg, Virginia. In and out. Have a good night.
Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo. KG5PT, Belton, Texas.
All right, let me hold it up right there, tell you who I picked up, and I know I did miss a couple there, but I did pick up I picked up KC8 FQV Mark. Just before Mark, there was a mobile station. I did pick up N3 MDC Michael. I also had KG4O. Kevin was in and out, and that very last station is going to need to come back for me too, but let me start right up there at the top. At the very top, I heard a mobile station, but all I heard was mobile a couple of times. So key for a couple of seconds, and then give me your call a couple of times, that mobile station right at the beginning.
Yeah, we'll give her another try. I'm quite a ways out. This is Ray, Kilo Charlie 5, Whiskey Sierra India Mobile. Trying to give you one for the count at the moment, too. I'm a little closer. Wanted to say hi to Ray out there. I heard him. I haven't been on the net quite some time. Anyway, I just kind of want to give you one for a count and say hello to everybody. And you have a good day. I'll try to check back in. Kilo Charlie 5, Whiskey Sierra India.
All right, WSI, thanks so much for joining us there. And then I'm going to go back down here to the bottom, that very last station that checked in. I missed your call there. Would you please come back with it for me?
That would be KI5TA2 from Yesu, Oklahoma.
This is KA8LYJ in Barberton. Bob.
All right, KA8LYJ, I got you, and Taco Tim, I got you. Let me start here at the top. Let me go to Mr. Ray, K5CFY. Take it away. Try that again there, K5CFY, Mr. Ray, take it away there.
Delta 8, Echo Papa Charlie in the net. This is K5CFY. Good afternoon there, Mr. Dustin. Thanks for doing the net. We definitely appreciate the Silver Creek Amateur Radio Association linking us up here for a couple of hours every Wednesday, and you and Nick, of course, Nick is, I guess right now probably having his ankle repaired, so thoughts and prayers are with Mr. Nick there in the hospital, and I'd like to say condolences to our good friend Phil that's on the barometer net every morning. His father passed away, so condolences to Mr. Phil there. I'm trying to talk there, let you get a chance to catch up on the net logger there. Dustin. But anyway, oh yeah, I was going to say, Greg, you did have the slight hum in there. I turned the node off and just RF, and you still have a very, very slight hum in there. It's nothing like it was before, so the power supply definitely fixed up quite a bit. But there's something else in there, so good luck with that. And I'll say hi to Ray, KC5 WSI. Haven't talked to him in, gosh, a long time. Good to hear him in there. With that, Dustin, I'll give it back to you. And again, thanks. We definitely appreciate you doing the net. K5 CFY, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, thanks so much there, Ray. Appreciate you talking for a second. The net logger is keeps freezing up on me for some reason. I guess the computer's going to need a reboot later, but I think I got almost everybody. I may have missed one or two, but if I did, they can come back next time around. Ray, thanks again for everything you do. Thanks for starting the net logger today. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate everything you do for radio there. You do an awful lot. So give a little Fred a scratch on the ears there. Tell the family we said hello, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's see, that's going to bring me back down here to John, KUIB. I think he's there at the Big W. How you doing there, John?
KD8EPC from KUIB. Good afternoon, Dustin, everybody out there in the net. And yes, sir, I'm working away. And a little under the weather today, but hey, I'm still here and I'm working. So I'm just want to jump on and say hello. And first off, I want to send my condolences out to Phil and his family. And then second off, thoughts and prayers for Nick on the surgery this afternoon. And with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work here. This is KUIB, living the $5 dream, a nickel at a time. 7-3, yourself.
All right there, John. Well, thanks for stopping by, my friend. As always, it's a pleasure to hear you out there. Don't have too much fun at the Big W, and get to feeling better real soon. We're going to say 73 to you, and that's going to bring me over to Northern Mark, KC8FQV. Take it away. KC8FQV, Northern Mark, you there?
All right, yep, I'm here, KCFQV. Yeah, we had we might have a little bit of snow last night, but yeah, you got everything going. Yeah, I think Nick goes, actually I heard 2, but he's there already. I mean, it's going to be done. So I wonder if he'll be in enough recovery to have a phone that he can say how he did, or how he's feeling, or if he's going to be out. I don't know. Let us hope. Maybe we could pray to see if he just stops in. Maybe we have to just give him a call and on the net to see if he's out there when we do the Beacon net tonight. But yeah, Phil, he took a break. So he jumped on the carousel, but he jumped on the merry-go-round and rode around. Don't tell his boss he did that. But I think he does a good job up there, and I think he's in line for more things to come up there, probably, it sounds like. So, but everything else is going good. Yeah, I'm getting rid of the cough slowly. It comes back periodically. But all the little pills are gone. I heard someone else went on to them little pills this morning. It was on the barometer net. So, everything else is going good here, and it sounds like everything worked out to get connected. So we'll send it back to net control. And hello, Ray, and condolences for Phil, and just hope everyone else comes out all this flus and whatever these germs are, and we come all out of it. So I'll send it back away, Dustin, KC8FQV.
All right there, Mark. Well, thanks so much for joining us there. Good luck getting rid of that cough there and feel better real soon. Let's go to N3MDC. Michael, how are you? Good afternoon.
I'm doing good, Dustin. I had to go down to the bagel store to get me a couple of bagels. I tell you what, it's cold. It's in the 30s right now. I had to put on my gloves. It's pretty cold outside, but I'm doing fine. I got to go to Walmart later on today and go to Walgreens, pick up some medicine, and then we'll probably have, I might have Japanese food for tonight. There's a Japanese restaurant near my house called Mizu. We know the owners of that place. We always enjoy getting sushi and Japanese cuisine food from them, so we might have that for dinner tonight probably. But talked to a friend of mine on the phone earlier today. I haven't talked to him in a long time since his wife passed away. So good to talk to him on the phone for a while today. Good to talk to him. He lives over near Charlotte. So he's going to eventually get back on the radio again. I know he misses being on the radio. But other than that, Dustin, I'm glad to be back on the radio after me being gone for my long Christmas vacation. I'm going to be ready to be back on the air again. But Dustin, have a good afternoon. I'll talk to y'all hopefully tomorrow. This is N3MDC. Back to you.
W.
All right there, Michael. Well, glad to have you with us, and sorry you're back, but sorry we missed you during your Christmas break there. And but we're glad to have you back with us today. Enjoy your dinner there, and we'll say 73. And that's going to bring me down here to the taco truck, Taco Tim. Take it away, KI5TAQ.
Well, good afternoon, Dustin, to everybody on the net. This is KI5TAQ. Yeah, thoughts and prayers out there to Nick, KD8SLG, for his on his medical procedure there. But also, let's put our thoughts and prayers out there also for those out in California. They're having to deal with, especially Southern California, they're having to deal with a wildfire that is pretty bad if anybody has not seen the news lately. And all I can say, let's just hope and pray that they get that fire put out. I'll guess it's going to be a very long time before they get it all out. And hopefully maybe there's people that can get in communications with family, friends, or relatives that's down there in the LA area that can maybe, shall we say, do a health and welfare check on those guys to see if they are still around. With that said, I'll send it back to Net Control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Yeah, those fires are definitely horrible there, and hopefully they get them put out sooner than later. We'll say 73T, and that's going to bring me on down to Bob now, KA8LYJ. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, Dustin. This is KA8LYJ. Just wanted to check in and say hi. Just got done errandizing and heard the net on the radio, so I thought I'd chip in and show I was still alive. KA8LYJ.
All right there, Bob. We're glad to have you with us today, and glad to hear you're still alive. We are also still alive there. So we'll say 73T. Have a great afternoon, and hopefully to catch you again this evening. Let's see. Let's go down to Eddie now, W3ETB. How you doing, Eddie?
Hey, Dustin, you just blacked out there for a second or two. How do you turn the line onto checkout? I was trying to do that this last week when I was doing net control, and I couldn't figure out how to get somebody checked out. I think you have to click on the line and then select something like checkout. I think that's the way to do it. Anyway, just let you know that I did go to the grocery store. I got my car cleaned out around the car and got it out. Went to the grocery store and then I forgot the bagels. I knew there was something I was going to forget. Nancy had a question, or she had a comment in the blue screen, and I wasn't really sure what she meant by Grant's call sign and something or other. So maybe she was referring to somebody else. Anyway, back to you there, Dustin. W3TV, back to you.
W8WKY.
All right there, Eddie. Well, great to hear you out there today. And to check out somebody out, I just right-click on the line, and you can go down and there's a line that says check out CO. But you can also just click the line and press F5, and it will do it too. So, yeah, there you go on that. Eddie, great to hear you today. Did you have anything else for the net?
Click the line in F5. That sounds like a good one. I'll try to remember that. Yeah, it seemed like when I was, on the line and I right-clicked on the line and I just didn't see, like checkout or any other kind of status because I wanted to try to put also some for in and out. And I wanted to try to put that in there. So when I tried to type in and out, it didn't allow me to do it. And I said, well, let me right-click. And I right-clicked, and that didn't allow me to see anything that says CO or in and out. So I said, oh, well, the heck with it. Yeah, so everybody was in, and they stayed in. 73, Dustin, you take care. And tell Nick I said, get well soon.
All right there, Eddie. Well, it's great to hear you, and I'll be sure to tell Nick to get better there soon. Trust me, I want him to be better as soon as possible myself. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Great to hear you, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. All right, here we picked up a couple off of the blue screen. Let me tell you who I did pick up. I picked up KG5PTE and NU5D. But this is KD8EPC. I'm looking for some check-ins. Please call now.
KF8AXO, this is Dave and Green. I'll be in and out.
Kilo 5.
Echo 8. Uniform Kilo, KD8YUK. Lucy with Miss Betty in the back, and we're mobile.
Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5OZZ, the Oz, Texas, Oklahoma.
Uniform X-ray Juliet, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Papa Oscar Echo, Christian and Bats.
All right, let me hold it up right there for a second, tell you who I've got, and I missed a couple. My net logger froze up on me again, but I did pick up KF8AXO, Dave. I have KYUK Miss Lucy with Betty in the back seat. Hi, Miss Betty. We have K5ABF Alex is there. I have KI5OZZ Miss Nancy. I heard another station in there that doubled. Uniform Juliet was all I got. I'm going to have to come back for you. And I have KF6POE. So let me go back there real quick and pick up that station that was a Uniform Juliet. Go ahead.
This is Kilo Quebec 4, Uniform X-ray Juliet, KQ4UXJ. My name's KJ in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'll be in and out.
All right, perfect. We got you in there that time. Let me start right here at the top with our mobile real quick. KYUK, Miss Lucy, good afternoon. Take it away.
KD8EPC, KE8YUK. Hi, everybody. Betty also says hi. She's very happy to hear her name on the radio, so thank you for that, Dustin. I assume you're logging for yourself since Nick is still out. We're definitely praying for him. Injuries are no fun, but injuries of that type are just even worse. So praying for his recovery. We're hoping to be at the meeting next week, so that'll be nice. It's closer to us than the usual meeting places for SARA meetings, so that'll be really nice. We are on our way to Grandma Cece's, where Betty is going to take her nap while I run some errands and run to the doctor. And we're going to hope that baby Tiny is doing well, so prayers are appreciated for that as well. But otherwise, Betty went outside for the second time ever in a decent amount of snow. Was not a fan. Had a meltdown over putting on her boots, but we eventually got over it and got out in the snow. And when she learned that she can squish snow, she was totally on board. And I had to connive to get her back inside with hot chocolate because she just wanted to stay outside, which was great, except it was cold, and she is not even 2. So there's a time limit to that. But anyway, it's been a nice day. The weather's been decent. Not too much heavy snow. It's been pretty. And it's been pretty cold, too, but it's not too bad. It's nice to have a winter for real. It's been a while, it feels like. That's pretty much it for us. We will catch you tonight. I think Josh is doing the pre-show. And this guy just turned illegally. Didn't know you could do that. You can't. Don't do that. I'm going to pause for time real quick. Anyway, we're almost at our destination. And, yeah, I was just shouting out the Beacon Net, which is tonight. The pre-show is 9:30, which will be led by W8HRF to kind of help out. And we will have trivia and alternate trivia tonight as well at 10. So come swing by if you can. If you can get to this hub, you can get to the Beacon Net, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, I should mention it's Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Otherwise, Betty's excited to see her grandma, so we're going to catch you guys later. God bless. Safe travels to anybody else who's traveling, and we'll catch you down the log. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Miss Lucy. Well, thanks so much for the plug there, and boy, lots of things there going on. And I'll tell you what, unfortunately, I won't be at the club meeting because that's like an hour's drive for me, so I don't want to do a 2-hour round trip to go to a club meeting and back. So we'll see you all in February. So there you go. But Miss Lucy, have a great afternoon. Miss Betty, have a great day. Enjoy your time, and great to hear the both of you out there. And we'll look forward to Josh on the pre-show tonight, and we're sending prayers your way too. So we're going to say 73, and that's going to bring me back up here to the top. And we're going to go to, I think it's KG5PTE. Take it away.
Afternoon, this is Kilo Golf 5 Papa Tango Echo checking in for the first time from Texas, down here around Belton, Texas, just south of Waco. Just got notified from NU5D, my neighbor up the road here, that there was a net here, and he asked me if I would check in, and I figured I'd just give it a try and see if my node's working. No traffic for the net, just wanted to say hello to everybody and see if everybody's doing okay. It's about 38 degrees down here in Texas, and of course my hot water heater went out, and so I'm waiting for the plumber to show up and put a new water heater in today. And everybody sounded good, and hopefully I'm getting out on my node today. So let me know if anybody's hearing me okay. So I'll turn it back to you, Net Control, and I'll wish everybody 7 3s from Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo.
Well, great to have you with us, and first time check-in, so I'll welcome you to the Boredom Breaker Net. We're here every day at noon Central Time, and we switch Net Control at the top of the hour and welcome rechecks. And your node is sounding absolutely fantastic, so whatever you're doing it right. Don't change a thing, and keep it right there where it is. So we'll say 73 to you. Thanks for joining us, and I hope to catch you down the log. And now we're going to go talk to your friend Steve, NU5D. Afternoon, Steve. How are you? Uh-oh, let's try that again. NU5D, Steve, are you still with us?
Sorry about the interruption, Dustin and the rest of the net.
visiting me, and he come bringing Bush's fried chicken. So anyhow, great net. I'm going to be distracted a little bit, but sure, hear everybody. And my neighbor James up at Belton. So 7-3, stay warm. It's about 38 here in Gatesville now, and I'm hitting the bottle the cup pretty heavy on the Mac Cafe. 7-3, Dustin. Good to hear y'all. NU5D like a nickel under $5.
W8WKY.
All right there, Steve. Enjoy your time and enjoy your company there, and we'll catch you on down the log. That's going to bring me down to Dave. I don't know if he was in and out or not, but we're going to try him. KF8AXO, good afternoon.
W8WKY. Repeater PL1 14.8.
All right, nothing heard there. Let's go talk to Alex, K5AVF. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dustin. Good afternoon to the net. KD8EPC, this is K5AVF. Alex here, 10 miles south of Tulsa. I don't have anything for you, Dustin. I just wanted to check in and let you know I was here, and you're looking good today, so keep up the good work. And 35 degrees here in Glenpool, and no wind, it says. Zero wind. I don't know. I thought the wind was blowing, but not too bad. Anyway, just a light wind. Anyway, I just got a fresh haircut from my wife. I was getting kind of bushy looking, and she cut it off for me, and I said, cut it off extra short so we can get it cleaned up and nice. And man, talk about cold. I got a cold rush on my head there. But anyway, we're doing fine. Dustin, you sound good, and we'll just give it back to you. You have a great day. KD8EPC, K5AVF. Back to you.
All right there, Alex. Well, I'm glad to have you with us today, and I'm glad you got your hair cut there. And, man, I hope you got a warm hat. But it's still warmer there than it is here. We've only got 22 degrees and cloudy in beautiful tropical Medina, Ohio. So we'll say 73 to you. Have a great afternoon, Alex, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log. And that's going to bring me over to Miss Nancy, our net control for the next hour, KI5OZZ. Good afternoon. How are you?
KD8EPC and the rest of the Boredom Breaker netizens, good afternoon from KI5OZZ, where I am chilling like a villain with 25 degrees outside, but chilling nonetheless, but the fireside with the wood stove cranked up and got lunch all done, and looking forward to the top of the hour. And sounds like you're doing great as usual, Dustin. You are far more capable of what you think. So keep up the good work. I'll catch you at the top of the hour. 7-3, y'all. Until then, KI5OZZ, back to net.
All right there, Miss Nancy. Well, it's great to hear you, and I'll tell you, it's a little chilly in here, so I may have to turn up the heat after the net's over, but things would be a lot easier if my net logger didn't freeze every time I type in a contact. So it's like type in a contact, wait 3 or 4 seconds, then it'll load, and then wait 3 or 4 seconds. So fun times, but I'm definitely resetting the computer after this, and it might be time to consider a new one there. So I'll say 73 for now. KJ was in and out there, KQ4UXJ, so we'll say 73 to him, and that's going to bring me on over there, Christian, KF6 POE. It's been a while. How are you?
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, in Bath, Ohio. Doing well. I'm enjoying the day. Out here playing in the snow, digging around, chopping some firewood, and getting a little campsite set up and tooling around in the shed. And I haven't had a relaxing day like this. I guess we kind of make the time for ourselves, because every day it's like your list of chores you're supposed to do. And today I did most of those chores, and now I'm just enjoying all of the, I'm enjoying working on other things. I guess we just never stop progressing and working. But in any case, nice hearing everyone out here. Glad I could make both nets this morning and this afternoon. And yeah, everybody stay warm out there. But it is nice here, getting out and doing things. Going to make a campfire, probably outside, but I might do the wood stove in the basement too to see if it's still working well. And otherwise, I'll send it back to Net Control 73s, everyone. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth. Christian saying, have a great day.
All right there, Christian. Well, glad to have you with us. And I'll tell you what, I hope that you get that fire going soon, because it's pretty chilly out there. And I'll tell you what, you ought to stay awake till 10 o'clock tonight and make it a trifecta and check into the beacon net, too. We'll stay 73 and catch you on down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
Kilo Delta 5, Alpha Foxtrot Sierra.
Well, I'll take them one at a time. KD5 AFS. Grant, good afternoon. What are you smoking?
KD8EPC, KD5 AFS. Nothing today. It's 28 degrees here. It was 16 this morning, which is better than the 12 we had yesterday morning. They're saying we're supposed to get up to freezing today, so we'll see if that happens. Other than that, not much going on, Dustin. Thanks for picking me up and running the net. I'm not sure what's going on with Nick, but I hope he comes out okay. Let's see. I did get some chili meat out of the freezer. I doubt if it's thawed yet, so probably make a pot of chili tomorrow. May get an inch or so of snow, they say. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But other than that, all's well here, Dustin. Thanks for picking me up again, and I'll send it back to you, sir. KD5 AFS.
All right, KD5 AFS. Well, Grant, I certainly hope that it warms up for you. It sounds like it's pretty chilly there. And as far as Nick goes, he broke his ankle in 3 places, so he's having surgery as we speak. So hopefully that'll heal, and he'll be back here before we know it, because we certainly do miss him behind the curtain there. Grant, thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to hear you as always. Have a great afternoon, and you try to stay warm out there, and hopefully you don't get too much snow. With that, this is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker net. I have plenty of time and empty lines to fill, so stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
Kilo 8 Tango Golf Mobile.
QA Sierra Foxtrot, sir. Martin, Margaret, Ohio. In and out.
Kilo India 5 Delta Alpha Yankee KI5 DAY Mobile.
Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee Tango Romeo. Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee Tango Romeo. Shane in North Carolina. Mobile. In and out listening.
All right, let me hold it up right there. I think I totally missed one there, but I got Tim there, TG Mobile. I'm going to need the beginning of your call sign because I got it screwed up here. I got K8SFS Mark. I have KI5DAY Allen in the mobile, and that last mobile station there, I heard your call, but it totally went in one ear and right out the other. So would that last mobile station come back with your call, please? All right, we got you that time. Most of these stations here are mobile, so let's start with the very top. Let's start with Tim there, KZ8TG Take it away there, Tim.
W8WKY.
All right, Justin, nailed it that time. Or yeah, me. Just out mobiling around, off work today, running errands, and found that go to a store, found it's $11 salt, and I got a driveway. I don't know, a couple 100 feet, 150 feet. I put 4 bags of salt down in the last 2-3 days. So give me some salt, and my philosophy is a little bit try and get it gone before the next round comes. So yep, that, and I'll try meeting. I'll put that on my car. But other than that, nothing going on. Say hi. Have a good one.
All right there, Tim. Well, great to hear you. You were picking fencing a lot, but I got the gist of what you said there. And I'll tell you what, I really hope that you get some more salt and get your driveway all cleared out. And that's the worst, having to salt. That's why I've come to the point now. I'm the only one that lives here, so I don't even bother shoveling the driveway, salting it, nothing. It's better just to drive on the snow, and it's less slippery that way. So we'll say 73 to you. Next on the list was Key SFS was in and out, and that's going to bring me down here to KI5DAY all day long. Alan in the mobile, take it away.
KI5DAY is mobile. Here, coming out of it here in just a sec. Heading over to Owasso actually before I head to the Big W, and had a car pull out in front of me just a minute ago. Didn't bother stopping for the yield sign. Luckily I didn't hit him. And that happens a lot at that intersection for some reason. People disregard the yield sign and just assume they have the right of way. So when he saw me coming, he decided he better speed up a little bit. But anyway, I always love it when that happens. It makes me want to jump for joy. Hi. Not much going on here, Dustin. I'm just, like I said, heading over to Owasso and into the Big W. Trying to get through the day and the week, and we'll see if we get some snow tomorrow. Supposedly we're supposed to, so we'll see what happens. Hope everybody's doing well. Prayers for Nick and his situation, man. I hate that he's going through that. That's a terrible thing to have to deal with. But hopefully that'll come out good for him, and he can get back up on his feet in some time. So we'll say 73 for now, and 74 to you. Hi. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right there, Alan. Well, it's wonderful to hear you today. And, we feel for Nick, too. I hope that he gets better sooner than later, because I'd like to have him back here and back with us. But you know what? I told him we're going to have to get him one of those bubbles, and he said he's going to end up being the middle-aged man-child in a bubble there. So great to hear you, Alan. 73. Don't have too much fun at the Big W, and make sure you tell Larry that we all said hello. We're going to say 73 to Alan. He was the bottom of the list, or I guess we'll say 74 to him. And we're looking for some more check-ins for the Boredom Breaker net. Please call now. Well, we don't like awkward pauses, so I'll come in there and I'll make another call here. This is KDDPC with the Boredom Breaker net. I'm looking for some check-ins. Please call now.
KI7AY. Kilo Charlie 8, Mike Tango Victor.
All right, I picked up several there. I have a KI7AY, Panama Jim. That middle one, I missed your call sign. I heard you say it, but I didn't type it quick enough, and then I got SQ. So with that station there in the middle, come back with your call one more time for me.
Was that Kilo Charlie 8, Mike Tango Victor, KC 8, MTV?
That certainly was. Thanks for coming back with that. Certainly do appreciate it. We're going to go down here to KD8SQ, though. I think he might be mobile. Take it away.
Good afternoon, Dustin, and good afternoon to everybody on the net. Thanks for taking my call. Just out here, got me driving between jobs here. Thought I would jump on this hour here real quick and give you one. I was kind of in a dip when you had your awkward pause. Otherwise, I'd have jumped in then. But I'm over here in the Worcester area, coming out of it. But anyhow, traversing through the weather and working out in it, I guess. So cold hands, cold feet. But I got a warm microphone, so I should be good for the day. Well, I'm going to turn it back to you, let you get to the others. This is KD8SQ.
All right, Jim. Yeah, when you first checked in, you had a lot of popcorn, and so that's why I figured you were down in a dip or something. So glad we could get to you. I hope you stay warm there. I'll tell you what, those hand warmers and feet warmers are a godsend sometimes. So stay warm, have a great day, and we'll catch you there down the log. And that's going to bring me back up here to the top, KI7AY Panama. Jim, good afternoon. How are you?
KD8FOG, KI78. Did I get that right? No, EPC. I'm sorry, KD8 EPC. No, I'm cold. I've been trying to stay in the house. It warmed up to 32 here. I got up this morning. I had to go see the foot doctor, and I watched the transmission temperatures, and I didn't get up 35 till I was almost all the way there, about 10 miles. Just kind of good when it's cold like that, but that's my hot rod. Anyways, other than that, nothing new. Just want to check in, say hello. Let's hope everybody's having a great day. This is KI7AY, back to net, 7-3.
All right there, Jim. We're glad to have you with us, and thanks so much for stopping by there. We'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch you there on down the log. That's going to bring me over here to Keith MTV. Looks like Kevin. How you doing?
All right, Dustin, this is KC8MTV. Appreciate you doing the net. I think this is my first time checking in with you. It is so cold. Worcester, Ohio. I think somebody was on Route 3 there outside of Worcester, Ohio. But want to say hello to everybody in Ohio. Yeah, my name's Kevin. I'm a cell site technician for T-Mobile, and I'm currently located just outside of Union Hall, Virginia, up in the mountains. I've got a Chevy 2500 4x4 pickup, and I've got a 30,000-watt generator in tow behind me. Of course, with this ice storm that we had come through, we had to deploy a lot of generators to our cell sites. The power company, they've brought up most of our sites, so now I'm out retrieving generators, taking them back to our storage location. But, yep, it's a lot of fun. And look forward to this is KC8 MTV.
WWKY.
All right there. Well, good to hear you, Kevin. And I think I heard, did I hear you say you were from Ohio? I'm sorry. I think you blipped out. You said something about Worcester. I see you have an 8 call sign. So give maybe you come back and tell me what part of Ohio you're from, because yeah, we do run this net every Wednesday for a couple hours from the WKY repeater out of Doylestown, Ohio, and I'm here in Medina, Ohio too. So it'd be cool to know. Back to you.
Dustin, that's funny. I'm from Worcester, and I dated a girl up in Medina, and ended up marrying a girl from Maslin. So.
Very cool there, Kevin. Always cool to hear somebody from the local area, and I'm quite familiar with Worcester. I visited frequently. So we'll say 73 to you, and we're at the bottom of the list, and my time is up here, so I'm going to be looking for KI5OZZ, Miss Nancy. Are you ready to take the helm?
KD8 EPC, this is KI5OZZ. Yes, sir, I am. I'll let you go ahead and say your goodbyes and let you sign.
All right, I promoted you to logger, so you should have that. You'll have to let me know when it comes back to you. But I'd like to thank everybody that checked in with the first hour. We couldn't do this without all our wonderful check-ins. We really do appreciate it. And Miss Nancy, I thank you for taking the second hour. Get lots of check-ins. Have a great net, and we'll talk to you later on. This is KD8 EPC. I'm clear and turning net control over to KI5OZZ. Get lots of check-ins, Miss Nancy.
Thanks again, Doug. Fantastic net as usual. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. This is KI5OZZ. That's Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, otherwise known as the Oz. The handle is Nancy, November Alpha, November Charlie Yankee, and I'll be your NCO for the next hour or so for today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker net. The subject of the day is, tell me, what is the best advice you've been given? Best advice you've been given. This is KI5OZZ with today's Boredom Breaker net. Please come with your call phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot W8 HRF Josh and Akron. I'll be in and out. Have a good net, Miss Nancy.
5 Echo November Uniform. Gil, recheck. Control. 10 Kilo Zulu 4 Echo Sierra, James in Alamance County, North Carolina.
Oh, good afternoon. KC8, Fox Queen Victor. KC8 FQV.
Well, thank you kindly. Let's see, I got W8HRF Josh. I got KD5ENU Gil. Sorry about the 8 there. And the KZ4 station in North Carolina. You were breaking up just a teensy bit. Come back with your call phonetically for me, please.
Kilo Zulu 4 Echo Sierra. Kilo Zulu 4 Echo Sierra, James, over.
QSL James KZ4 Echo Sierra. Why don't I go ahead and give it to you? I know the North Carolina repeater is probably going to drop in about a minute or so. Welcome to the net.
Roger, thanks for letting me jump in there. Question of the day, I think the best
Well, doggone it. I tried to beat the clock, but I think it just ticked past the 4 minutes after. Sorry about that, James. I did get you in the log, and hopefully I'll be able to talk to you at some point in time in the future, or they can ease up on the choke with the repeater out there and let it go for the second hour. Good to hear you, James. We'll clear KZ4 Echo Sierra. And Mark, KC8 FQV, I got you on the log also, but let's head back up to the top and wrangle Josh, W8HRF. Good afternoon. What is the best advice you've been given? W8HRF. Josh, you still with us? Well, Josh, let me put you back down at the bottom of the list. Maybe you fell in a hole or something. Hi. Let's pick up Gil. KD5. Boy, it's the second time I did that. Dadgummit. KD5 ENU. Gil, welcome to the show. Best advice you've been given?
Best advice I've been given. I've been given a lot of advice in my almost 81 years. I guess be true to myself is, I think, about the best one.
Yes, sir. That is a very good one indeed.
Yep. I can't remember who gave me that one. It's been so long ago, but the older you get, the less you remember. So, anyway, I'll get out of here and turn it back over to you. Have a good net, and I think I'm going to go lay down on the couch. But by the time I do, they'll come banging at the door. They're spraying the building today. Every 3 months they spray. So anyway, I'll get out of here and let you have it. KD5, ENU, back to net control. 7-3.
And 7-3 to you there, Gil. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and thanks for checking in with us today. We'll clear with KD5 ENU, and let's pick up Mark, KC8 FQV. Welcome to the show. Best advice you've been given?
KC8 FQV. Don't talk back and listen. And, well, Nick's under, if everything went as planned, they're straightening that mess up he got in. So, we'll have to hope that he comes out good. I mean, it should, because they've been doing these so many times. And, Phil, we have to put condolences for Phil, PMI, out. And everyone else that's sick and ailing, we got to get them all better. We all got to get better. And that guy that was dragging generators around, I thought it became a federal law that they had to have FCC rules that they had to have diesel fuel power on the site all the time, I thought, for the cell sites. Unless they're running batteries, and then they got to race out there and get generators on them. Other than that, we'll send it back to net control, KCFQB. Yeah, they like diesel because diesel, if there's any problems, they just do a puff and then they start burning gas, natural gas, and gasoline. Yeah, them things are violent. But diesel, yeah, it gives a puff and then just starts burning itself. So let's send it back to net, KSFQV.
All righty, Mark. Well, thanks for checking in with us today. We'll clear with KTA FQV 73 at you, and let's pick up some blue screen check-ins. I've got Anders from Norway, LA6UIA, Greg, AI5HV, and Panama Jim, KI7AY. Anders, you're first up from the blue screen, LA6UIA. Welcome to the show this afternoon. What's the best advice you've been given?
Good afternoon to all my friends. This is Anders from Lillehammer, Norway talking. Well, the best advice is don't overthink a problem. The simplest solution is normally the most correct one. So that's my advice. That's very good advice, I think. Well, apart from this, it's pitch black this afternoon. It's still early, very early dark in Norway. We are on 61 degrees latitude, so yeah, quite far north, and still snow we had yesterday, so the plow machine has been several times in our yard and cleared up stuff. We are lucky to be able to pay a farmer in the neighborhood. He comes in with his heavy metal and clear the yard in 3 minutes. Very fond of that. On Sunday, we had some very nice occasion here, which I mentioned to you, Nancy. We have this 12th day of a Christmas celebration where we are listening to a medieval Norwegian poem and had some wine and some soup and cheese and bread afterwards. We had 10 friends over, had a very, very nice evening. Apart from that, I'm playing with Meshtastic and LoRa technology. I've got some interest in that, and I see that there are some activities around there also on this Claremont group, but their meeting is on the evening. Local times is middle of the night here, so I can't participate. But I'm very eager to learn more about Meshtastic and LoRa, so I put up a little lab here now to play with it. So that's about everything. Tula, my lovely partner, sends her best regards to everyone, and so do I. Take care and have a lovely afternoon and evening. And back to you, Nancy, from Lima Alpha 6 Uniform India Alpha.
Well, thank you, Anders, for catching us up on all of your holiday shenanigans and get-togethers and traditions. That was a pretty neat website that you sent me that I was able to look at the Wikipedia on that. That was really interesting, and have yet to do further investigations on it, but I really will in the future. Make sure to say hello to your lovely for us, and don't overthink things. We have a moniker for that, mostly in the United States military, I believe is where it started, but everybody uses it. It's called the KISS method, and the KISS is an acronym for Keep It Simple, Stupid. But it's a little laughable thing, and I find myself telling myself that more than once a day. So with that, we'll thank you for your check-in. And Bidget 73, great to hear from you. We'll clear with LA6UIA and come on down to Greg, AI5HV. What is the best advice you've been given?
Good afternoon, Miss Nancy and everyone else on the net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor. Best advice I've been given is I used to be a very much a perfectionist, and probably the best advice I was ever given was you don't have to be perfect, just do the best you can.
Well, that's one thing that we say to the kids on the regular here because, kids in the teenage years especially think that everything they have to do is has to be absolutely perfect. And I found that with my own kids here too. Just do the best you can, and the effort is what counts.
Yeah, I think where it really hit home was our oldest daughter when she was in the 3rd grade. She wanted to learn how to play the piano, and she got really frustrated. She sat down and she got really frustrated, thought she should be able to play the piece perfectly the very first time. And for whatever reason, somehow or another, she got it in her mind that everything she had to do had to be perfect. And not sure why, but I tell you what, it can definitely steal your happiness for sure.
Well, Greg, I absolutely concur with that. Most definitely not wrong with that. Travis has a saying that, and this is probably the best advice I've ever been given, to be perfectly honest, is whatever is frustrating you or dragging you down or whatever, don't let it steal your joy. And it is stealing it because you don't even know you're giving it away.
Yeah, I definitely hear that one, and that one definitely resonates with me as well. So we're doing pretty good, just waiting for the next round of cold weather to come in, and hope you and yours are doing okay and ready for the next round of cold weather here.
Oh, yes, sir. We've got plenty of wood stockpiled and, liquid water, especially for the critters outside, and insulated places for them to be and hang out in. So hopefully, I think we're going to come out of this pretty good. I think the one last thing that I need to do, because it did get down to 31 in the trailer, and that's where I have all of my seedlings and cuttings and whatnot, I need to put a heat lamp on a thermal cube over there so it kicks on when it gets about, I think it's 34 degrees is when it closes the circuit there on those things.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Well, anyway, we'll keep you. I know you got other people to get to there, and just want to say thank you for running net this hour. Appreciate you. Hope you and yours have a most wonderful rest of your week, and try and stay on the warm side of the door there if you can. So with that, I'll say 7-3 and turn it back over to you. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor.
Roger that, Greg. You make sure and wave howdy at Judy for us, and have a wonderful Wednesday. 73 at you, and thank you for participating today. Let's see, head down to the bottom of the list here and pick up Panama Jim, KI7AY, who is not mobile. What in the world are you doing not mobile? And what is the best advice that you've been given?
Oh, come on, Nancy. You know I got a base station. How mean of you. Not really. Well, I just got back from lunch, and I thought I'd better check in. But, I will tell you, I've been thinking about that since you asked that question, and I'm going to tell you that the best advice I think I ever got was don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things.
Okay, yeah, that was definitely different than the don't sweat the small stuff, that's for sure.
It's funny, I had a lot of other ones I could have said, except I can't do it on a public forum because it was all based on Navy, but you can guess on what some of them were. But anyway, yeah, that works out for me. Don't sweat the petty stuff. There's always going to come along something big. And I got a comment for Mark KFQE. There's no federal law that requires diesel, Mark, but if there is, if people in Oregon aren't bothering with it, I got a buddy that works on tower sites, and most of them use for backup. They use backup generators that run on propane, which is really nice because they don't get all carboned up and they just run. But I know diesels are very good also. But they actually come in and they change tanks with helicopters sometimes in the winter when it gets real bad. I walked up to one site one time with a friend of mine. We were going to do some ham radio work. They let us have our repeater in there. And I looked up about 50 feet. They had this big, tall building. I'm not going to say the building, the blockhouse was probably 20 foot tall, maybe 30. And about 3/4 of the way to the top, there was a door. And I said, who the heck uses that door? And my friend says, it does snow up here once in a while. I said, oh, my gosh. That was way up on top of the mountain. So, anyhow, I hope everybody has a good day. Good to talk to you, great and powerful Oz. As always, this is KI7AY, saying 73 and back to net.
Oh, sorry about the pause there. My node decided to ID when it's my turn to talk. Crazy thing. Anyway, yes, excellent advice, Jim, and 73 right back at you. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and your base station sounds spectacular, by the way. I don't hear it very often. But we'll say 73 at you and clear with KI7AY. And before I forget about it, I'm going to put out a call there for Josh again, who wasn't able to come back to me at the beginning of the set. W8HRF, are you still with us? Well, phooey. I always hate it when I'm not able to close the loop on a check-in, but we'll hopefully he'll be able to fix that and recheck. Got you on the log anyway there, Josh, if you're able to listen. Got a couple more blue screen check-ins, but before I do that, I'll go ahead and put the call out for more check-ins. This is KI5OZZ on today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net. The question of the day is, what is the best advice you've been given? Please come at your call phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
Kilo, Delta 5, Alpha Foxtrot Sierra, 85 AFS.
Kilo, Juliet 5, Echo, Papa Uniform, KJ VPU, Kendrick. You can put me down as in and out.
5 CFY, Kilo 5, Charlie, Foxtrot, Yankee, Ray and Tulsa.
UID John, mobile.
Kilowatt H, American experimental. That can be beautiful downtown. Firestone Park.
What a lovely round of check-ins. Okay, I picked up Grant, KD5 AFS. I've got Kendrick in there, in and out. Mobile, you make sure and roll safely and keep it between the mayo and mustard there, Mr. Trucker. KJ5 EPU, got you on the log. Got Ray, K5 CFY, and I've got Dick in beautiful downtown Firestone Park, K8AMX. Back up to the top, we'll pick up the other Blue Room stragglers. KC5FM, Lloyd, welcome to the show. What's the best advice you've been given?
KC5FM, Nancy, one more time. Give me that question, please. Over.
You betcha. We're looking for what is the best advice that you've been given?
KC5FM. Well, the best advice I have ever been given, and I've been given it enough in my life it finally took, was to accept Jesus and just trust him. And since I have, he has never failed me. Always, never, ever failed me. It's going to be a dismal day for people in Arkansas tomorrow. Winter storm warning for Arkansas and parts of Texas and Oklahoma, and winter weather watch for other places. I don't think it's going to be too much up around Tulsa, but down around McCurtain County certainly is going to be quite a bit to deal with. And the people in California are certainly dealing with wildfire in Southern California. It's terrible out there from the reports I'm seeing. And let's remember to pray for folks that have no power today, like folks in Virginia, and along that way from the last winter storm. People just need to get a break, but the all-compelling good news of that dismal weather stuff, Nancy, is mosquitoes are dormant. Thanks for picking me up. This is KC5FM. Over.
Boy, you're not lying about that, Lloyd, and thank God for that. And excellent advice on the Lord there as well. But yes, I definitely enjoy the lack of insects in general, because during the summertime out here, boy, is it noisy with them katydids and the cicadas. Good grief. But I'm glad to hear the frog every now and then that jumps in between there, and because I know they eat those kind of things.
Yes, and you're less likely to get a sunburn in an hour in January than you will in an hour in July. KC5FM, over.
Well, Lloyd, that's where you might take into consideration that after a certain time of year, we only go fishing on the boat at night for that exact reason. Hi.
You grew up smart, didn't you? Yes, you did. Thanks for picking me up, Nancy. I hope everybody has a Happy New Year. This is KC5FM, over.
Roger that, Lloyd. You have a wonderful Wednesday and 73 at you, and thanks for the advice. We'll clear with KC5FM and pick up Eddie out in Annapolis. W3ETB, welcome to the show. What's the best advice you've been given?
Hi, Nancy. Actually, I've been sitting here thinking about that since you said it, and I really can't think of any best or any advice that I've been given. So I think it's probably a good thing if I haven't been given any advice other than the ham radio, which I'm always seeking advice on that, and I've been given so much good advice on ham radio that I can't pin it down to one particular thing. So, I wasn't really sure exactly what you were talking about on the blue screen with Grant. You said something about Grant's call sign, and I wasn't really sure about that, what that was reference to. Back to you there, Nancy.
Well, since he's up next, I'll let him explain that. And it has to do with always forgetting something.
I kind of thought maybe you might have been mentioning Grant has a forgetful problem just like I do. So, I was in the store and wandering around trying to make sure I got everything on my list. And when I got over to the bread aisle, I said to myself, don't forget, you need to get some bagels, because I had already gotten the cream cheese. And what did I do? I forgot the bagels. Anyway, 73 there, Nancy. You have a great day. And keep warm. W3ETV, back to net.
Well, thank you, Eddie, and I'm going to take that as your best advice because I happen to like bagels myself, is don't forget the bagels. So, there you have it. 73 at you, and have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with W3ETB, and let's pick up Grant, KD5AFS. Welcome to the show. What's the best advice you've been given, and maybe you can explain that moniker for Eddie.
KI5OZZ, KD5AFS. Good afternoon, Nancy, and everybody else out there. Well, I don't know about the moniker there. It's just what always AFS, always forgetting something. I got a lot of others, always finding something. America's friendliest station. Seems I had some more there. Let's say advice. Would this be advice I paid attention to or advice I ignored? I got an example of both here. Let's say when I was in high school, I was trying to figure out couple of times what extra class I should take. And my dad told me twice, take typing. And I wish I'd have done that because I'm a terrible typist. So that's the one I ignored. Another one he gave me is no matter how hard times get, how tight money is, do not scrimp on your insurance. You need that insurance to protect your money, or it can mess you up for years. And I paid attention to that one, Nancy. And I'm sure I could come up with another others. I do have a saying that Jim here in the Watso gave me is, if you're doing the best you can, then aren't you then doing your best? And I'll never forget that one. But other than that, Nancy, all's well here. We're up to 29 degrees. Tropical heat wave. Thanks for picking me up, Nancy. I'll send it back. KD5 AFS.
Well, I had to laugh out because I'm sure we all have the secondary list of the best advice that we were given that we didn't follow, or at least maybe not at first, or if ever. Hi. But thanks for explaining that. Good to hear you in there. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And 73 at your Grant, KD5 AFS will clear with. And let's see, Kendrick was in and out. Good to hear you out there, brother. Hopefully you're able to listen and keep it between the mayo and mustard wherever you are, and hopefully the roads are being nice to you. Let's see here. Got K5CFY, Ray in the mix here. Good afternoon, and give us the best advice that you've been given.
KI5OZZ and the net, this is K5CFY. Well, let's see, for all the folks up there in Ohio, don't eat the yellow snow. But anyway, always think before you talk. But anyway, I just noticed I'm on there twice. But once is finally will be enough there for me, Miss Nancy. But anyway, thanks for doing that. And not much going on here. I think Fred is wanting to go outside, and so I think we're gonna, since it's up to freezing here, 32 degrees, just turned 32. So anyway, everybody take care. We'll give it back to you there, Miss Nancy. K5 CFY.
Excellent advice, Ray. Thank you so much. Make sure to give Fred a scritch on the ears for us. We'll catch you further on down the log, I'm sure. Have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with K5CFY. And let's Dick in beautiful downtown Firestone Park. K8AMX, welcome to the show. What's the best advice that you've been given? K8AMX, are you still with us, Dick? Well, doggone it, I missed one of my favorite members of the Hamily, K8AMX. Maybe I'll give him a call a little bit later on, see if I can pick him out of there. Before I forget about it, the 42nd check-in today, congratulations, goes to KI7AY, number 42 on the log, which is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. This is KI5OZZ on today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net. The subject of the day is, what is the best advice you've been given? Please come with your call phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
KI5EQ in the mobile taco truck. Bravo, KE8 UIV, John.
Here is Whiskey 8 Delta Echo Charlie Matt in the Mobile. Short time.
KK4H Mobile in and out.
Well, I got all mobiles that time around. I got Tim, KI5TAQ in the taco truck. I've got Matt, W8DEC, I believe. QSL on that, Delta Echo Charlie.
At Whiskey 8, Delta Echo Charlie, Matt in the Mobile, short time.
Splendid, Matt. Why don't you go ahead and take it since you're short time, and I'll come back for that 4 call.
Well, very good, Nancy. Thanks for letting me check in today. I've heard the net several times, but never had an opportunity to check in until today. I've got 21 degrees here in Northeast Ohio, where it seems to be snow is the topic of the day. But, yeah, we've had quite a bit of snow in the last, I would say, since Thanksgiving. So that's the nature of the beast when you live here in the Buckeye State. But, yeah, 21 degrees. Well, it's almost like a heat wave. The best advice that I've ever been given is don't let your temporary emotions make permanent damage. And the other one is don't let their emergency become your crisis. And the last one is, oh, my mind just totally went fried. But the last one would be, your past is not a life sentence, it's a life lesson. All right, that's all I got. WATEC, back to net control.
Splendid advice there, Matt. Thank you so much for that. You make sure and mobile safe out there and have a wonderful Wednesday. Stay safe on the roads, especially. 73 at you. We'll clear with Whiskey 8 Delta Echo Charlie. And the KK4 station, I did not pick up all of your call. If you would come back with your full call for me, please. It kind of cut out on you.
Well, thanks, Nancy. Probably our repeater. Notice we've had some packet loss the last couple of days from the ISP. It's Michael, KK4IOH, Kilo 4, India Oscar Hotel. And great timing. I did in and out because I just got destinated. So anyway, back to work. But anyway, thanks for doing the net. Everybody sounds great today. I'll send it back to the net, KK4IOH.
Got you in the line. Thank you for your in and out. Try not to, let me say this. Try to work the job and not let it work you. Hi, and have a great afternoon there at the salt mine. We'll clear with KK4IOH, 73 at you, and let's pick up Tim in the taco truck. KI5TAQ, what's the best advice you've been given?
Good afternoon, Miss Nancy. This is KI5TAQ. Oh, some of the best advice that I've been given is always, while driving, maybe leave more than enough space between you and the vehicle in front of you. And sometimes it's like however many seconds or so makes the distance between you and the vehicle in front. The second one is make sure your vehicle is well maintained. And sometimes it can be just, maybe an air filter change that it needs or an oil change. And last but not least, from the movie Back to the Future, your future is not written yet. The future is not written yet. You can make it whatever you want it to be. With that said, this is KI5TAQ.
All excellent advice. You make sure and say hey to Miss Becca for us and give the puppy a scritch on the ears for us. And make sure to not let the salt mine work you too hard. And try to take it easy on Alan while you're over there. He has a hard enough time with he himself and Larry. Hi. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and 73 at you. We'll clear with KI5TAQ, and that's the bottom of the list at the moment, ladies and gents. So I'll be taking check-ins. Today's subject question is, what is the best advice that you've been given? This is KI5OZZ on today's Boredom Breaker Net. Please come to your call phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
KK7 YBP, Annette, Twin Falls, Idaho.
KE8 UIB, John, Mobile.
KC5 JVT, Kilo Charlie 5, Juliet Victor Tango, Butch in Ardmore.
Band 5, Foxtrot Mobile.
Well, I'll certainly take them if you at a time. That last mobile station was at November Juliet 5 Foxtrot.
Roger.
Well, since you are mobile, good sir, why don't you go ahead and take the con. Welcome to the net.
W8WKY repeater PL1 14.8.
November Juliet 5 Foxtrot, go ahead and take the mic. Good afternoon and welcome to the net. Well, I'll put you down as in and out, or maybe you fell into a hole, mobiling down the road. Not literally, but on the RF spectrum anyway. Let's go back up to the top of the set. Pick up Annette out of Twin Falls, KK7YBP. Welcome to the net this afternoon. What is the best advice you've been given?
Kilo 7, Yankee Bravo Papa. Nancy, the best advice I've been given is what my dad always told me. When you fall down, get up, scrape your knees off, or brush your knees off, and try again. Fall down, get up, brush your knees off, get up, do it again. Do it again until you succeed, because that's what you have to do in life, succeed. So, and with that, I've given that same advice to my children. You know, doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter even if you're walking and you trip and fall. Get up, brush them knees off, and go forward. Back to you, Nancy. KK7 YBP.
Very sage advice, and it doesn't matter how many times you fall down, you got to get back up. Absolutely. Thanks for sharing with us, Annette. Good to hear you in here. And 73 at you. Have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with KK7YBP. And let's head down to Ardmore, Oklahoma, and pick up KC5JVT. Welcome to the show. What's the best advice you've been given?
Thank you there, Nancy. Oh, it's nice down here now. It's warmed up to 50 degrees. That's a lot better than up in northern Oklahoma where you are in that area. Boy, I tell you, it's sunny and bright. We're waiting on the snow. Starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. They say we may get 3 inches, maybe 5 inches. Personally, I don't want to see any inches. I don't like snow. If I lived to be 100 and never saw snow again, that would be fine with me. I'm glad you didn't ask for the worst advice you ever got, because I'd probably take up the whole hour. But I have a little ditty I tell people every now and then when they tell me some sad story. I say, in God we trust, everybody else pays cash. Anyway, back to net control.
Boy, that's a good one for sure. Yep, In God we trust, and cash otherwise, or yeah, see you later. Thank you so much for that, Butch. Good to hear you in there. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and hopefully the snow don't get you down too far, and it only sticks around to look pretty, and that's it. Well, clear with KC5JVT. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and let's try the mobile station again. NJ5 Foxtrot, are you still with us? Well, apparently not, but, well, I got them on the log anyway. Hopefully you'll be able to come back another time and join us. So with that, that is the end of the list at the moment, and we still got a quarter of the hour left before the top. So let's take some more check-ins, and today's subject is, what is the best advice you've been given? This is KI5OZZ on today's Boredom Breaker Net. Please come with your call alphabetically and phonetically. I'm listening.
Zulu 8, Tango Golf, KZ8TG, mobile.
KE8, UID, John, mobile.
Kilo, Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo with a recheck.
Kilo, Foxtrot 6, Papa Oscar Echo.
Well, I got a couple of hang-ups in there, so I'll tell you what I did get. I got KZ8TG in the mobile. I got KE8UIB in the mobile. There was a XYL in there, and I got KF6POE. I know the YL I missed, and the one at the top of the set. If you could please come with your call, but I didn't pick you up.
Mike 7 Delta Sierra Quebec M7 DSQ.
Oh, thank you for that, gentlemen. Dick, I'll pick you up in a minute. There was a female in there with a Kilo Echo, I want to say 8, but I didn't pick up your entire call.
That would be me, Miss Nancy. Kilo, Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, Lucy in Akron Mobile.
Got you in the log there, Lucy. I'll pick you up here in a minute. And hi, Betty. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're being good for Mommy. I'm going to go ahead and pick up K8AMX before the RF drops out on him. Welcome, Dick. Give us the best advice that you've been given.
Well, okay, here we go. Nancy, my dear, I'm sorry about that. We're getting a drain relined, and it's the drain that is leaving the house and going in the city sewer. And I'm advice. My best advice came from several people, and it was years ago, and my wife had popularity in her high school, and of course I was dating Susan at that time, and then we got married, and so many guys talked to me about Susan, and I think there were a few guys that were hoping to beat my time, but they told me, well, you win now, but you better always take care of her, because there's a whole lot of other guys that would like to marry her. And I didn't take care of her that well, but that just shows you what a wonderful woman that she is. And she sang off. But it does. And it's, I know now that every one of those guys were telling the truth. So anyway, that's the best advice I have ever been given, and I managed to save it and continue to believe it. So that's it. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, dear. Back to net control. This is Kilowatt 8 American Motors Experimental, living a dream in beautiful downtown Firestone Park.
Doggone it, my node cut off right in the middle of your beautiful downtown Firestone Park. Were you able to hear me come back just now?
Sure did, no problem.
Splendid, Dick. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely splendid advice. And you make sure and say howdy to your lovely there. I heard her in the background. That was very touching. Good to hear you both in there. We'll clear with K8AMX and David in Wingate, Michael 7, Delta Sierra, Quebec. I did get you in there. You're at the end of the set right there. Let's run up here and pick up our moles. Tim, KZ8TG, welcome to the show. Hopefully I'm able to get you in there. What's the best advice you've been given?
Good afternoon, Nancy, and everybody on the net. Don't think anybody said yet that which does not kill us makes us strong, even though that's not always true. If it maims you, it's no fun. So anyway, I'm going to jump in here on the second hour and say hi to everybody. So have a good one. 73, KZ8TG Mobile.
Yep, very sage advice. Thank you so much for that, Tim. You make sure and mobile safe out there, and stay warm too, because it's nasty up in there. We'll clear with KZ8TG. Good to hear you in there. And let's head down to John in the mobile, KE8UIB. Welcome to the show this afternoon. What's the best advice you've been given?
AI50ZZ from KE8UIB. Good afternoon, Nancy, everybody out there in the net. And best advice I've ever been given. One of my my bosses early in the screen printing career, probably 27 years ago or so, comes up to me and says, you do a really, really great job. But the biggest secret is to work smart, not to work hard. And, from there on out, that's one thing that stuck. I've applied that in a lot of things I've done in my life, and I try to teach it to my kids, too. These are the people I work with, it's kind of simple. If you work smart, sometimes you don't work as hard. But sometimes with that, you overthink things a little bit. With that, guys, it's K8UIB. I'm going to go ahead and hand this back over to Net Control. Thanks, brother. At 7:30, y'all.
Splendid, John. Thank you for that. You make sure and mobile safe out there in 73 at you. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And let's see, we'll clear with KE8UIB, and let's pick up Lucy and Miss Betty. Good afternoon, and welcome to the show. What's the best advice you've been given? KE8YUK, come on in.
K4OZZ, KE8YUK. Oh, let's see here. I think the best advice, the one that's definitely embedded in my brain is the line from my dad, which is do it right or do it over. And the amount of times I heard that growing up and now as an adult is countless, and it's always right, and it's kind of frustrating sometimes, but it's true, and it's pretty legendary from my dad. My mom made this really cool, we have a half bath at my parents' house, and she painted kind of graffiti-like, but like more, just different textiles, not graffiti particularly. She just painted a bunch of quotes and famous lines, and the only line that is higher than my dad's is Gene Kranz's from Apollo 13. With all due respect, gentlemen, this may be our finest hour, which still kind of jokes me. And then another line is from Jordan Peterson, who talks about how you will always have more patience to outlast a kid because you're just bigger than them and you can take it. But because kids can really get on your nerves. Not even speaking as an expert. I guess I have enough siblings to kind of make me an expert, but I only have 2 right now. But there was another one. Probably just something that's kind of come to the top from teaching is how important it is to have control over your own reactions to things. You can't control events, but you can control how you react to them, and that comes particularly true when you have bullies or people who push buttons. And sometimes you really need to not give them the power over you, reacting to whatever. KE8YUK returning. I need to not talk so much. I think the last one that really stands out is my favorite other favorite movie, Labyrinth by Jim Henson, where the bratty main character is griping that her situation is not fair, and the villain of all people says, "You say that so often, I wonder what your basis of comparison is." And I use that a lot to kind of put my own life in perspective when I'm having a rough day and say, well, what am I comparing this to? Because worldwide, I am pretty darn great. So those are my comments for the day. Betty's actually asleep right now, but tell her you said hi, and hopefully we'll catch you in the Beacon tonight. Pre-show is 9:30 Eastern Time, and the big show is at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Should be a good time. And Josh, my husband, is leading the pre-show, so hopefully we'll catch you then. Otherwise, God bless. Back to you, Nancy.
Excellent advice, and I'll comment on that in a minute, but thank you for the reminder about the BeaconNet tonight. And for those with nodes, you can get there on the W8WKY node. That's 48496. But the Rogers County Wireless Association does pipe in on that net on Wednesday and Sunday evening, and that's 8:30 Tulsa time. And if you can get here, you can get there. And the node for here is 4952. Excellent advice there, Lucy. And I might add a twist to that first one that my dad always said. You said your dad said do it right or do it over. my dad would ask me, if you don't have time to do it right, when will you? So a twist on that, maybe a little bit different, but great to hear you in there, Lucy, 73 at you, and sorry I missed Betty. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll clear with KE8YUK, and come on down to Christian, KF6POE. Welcome to the show this afternoon. Give us the best advice you've been given.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, in Bath, Ohio. Having a nice campfire out here. Bit chilly. The fire makes it nice, and it's good to get out and do stuff. The best advice I've been given, two things, one relationship-wise and one, and another one. Well, actually, there's three things. Fake it till you make it actually works 80% of the time, so that's pretty good. Or at least, maybe it doesn't work for everyone, and I just have really good luck. But the other one, relationship-wise, was my wife. We've been together for 20 years, and we had a breakthrough one day. I said, why are we not in a fight? Because I thought we were fighting, and she said, yeah, I just ignore you until you stop being crazy. And then when she started being crazy, I just ignored her and then act like nothing happened. And then we go back and forth. And that's worked out really well because it's all like, I need to say this against them or this them. No. You just go, okay, you're obviously being crazy. Let's revisit this later and act like nothing happened. And then my other favorite one is from the Navy SEALs, which is slow is fast and slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. And that's been really good for any number of different things. When you're working on a project, or when you're at work, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So, all right, great hearing everyone out here. Thank you, Nancy. Always do a great job. And send it back to net control here by the campfire in chilly Bath, Ohio. 73s, everyone. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, back to net control.
Splendid advice there, Christian, and thanks for piping in with us today. And I did not hear that exact slow is smooth, smooth is fast until I was in firearm training. And it goes across the board. It applies to just about everything, especially the things that you're trying to learn, whether it comes to taekwondo moves or forms or something, of that nature, dance moves, handwriting even. But, excellent advice. Thank you so much for that. Have a wonderful Wednesday out by the campfire, and don't forget the marshmallows. At you, Christian. We'll clear with KF6POE, and let's pick up our Wingate participant, Michael 7, Delta Sierra, Quebec. David, welcome to the show this afternoon. Give us the best advice been given.
Sierra, Quebec, and James Dave, Alpha Beta. How are you doing, UK? So, hello across the pond there. I think, to be honest with you, the only thing that's kind of stuck in my head was the advice. I guess I was thinking a bit of a difficult stage of my life, thinking a little bit too much, and someone turned around and said, hey, listen, Dave, you don't believe everything you hear, but don't believe everything you think. And I think that was kind of key. M7DSQ.
Well, I heard the first of that all the time, and I'd never thought about putting that on the end of it. That makes a lot of sense. Excellent advice, David. Thank you so much for that. Anything else for the net today?
Mike 7 Delta Sierra Quebec. No, that's all from me. It's actually been a really interesting net, really good, to be honest with you. Learn a load as well. So thank you very much for the net. I'm going to get these kids settled down. It's 8 o'clock across the pond here in the evening. Freezing cold. But no, thank you very much for the net. Absolutely super. Thoroughly enjoyed it. 7 Delta Sierra Quebec. 7 guys, I'll be listening through, obviously.
Well, splendid, David. Thank you for joining us. Great to hear from our family from across the pond. Try and stay warm over there and have a terrific evening. 73 to you. We'll clear with Mike 7 DSQ, and it's past the top of the hour, so I'm going to go ahead and put out last call for today's Boredom Breaker Net. Last call. This is KI5OZZ on today's Boredom Breaker Net. Please come with your call. Listening.
5 Alpha Victor Foxtrot, K5 ABS.
K8 BLX.
Kilo Charlie 8 Mike Romeo on Oakwood Village.
EQR, recheck.
Well, let me pick it up there. I believe there might have been a double with Alex at the very top. I got K5 AVF. I've got KE8. Was that Bravo Oscar X-ray?
Kilo Echo 8, Bravo Lima X-ray, KE8 BLX.
QSL, got you in there. Let's see, Bob, KC8MR was all I was able to pick out because it dropped on you there for a second. Your call for me one more time, please.
Again, Kilo Charlie 8 Mike Romeo Charlie. The name is Bob. I live in Oakwood Village, Ohio.
Thank you for clearing it for me. And then I picked up someone who said recheck right after Bob, but that's all I had of it. If you could come back with your call for me.
Kilo 8, Tango Quebec Romeo, KE8 TQR, Keene, Ohio.
KE8TQR, thank you for that, Keith. Was there anyone else that I missed?
Kilo Charlie 8 Golf Whiskey, Kilo Charlie 8 Golf Whiskey, and Wadsworth, just sent it up.
Craig, I got you for your in and out. KC8 Golf Whiskey, you have a splendid afternoon, and 73, thanks for tuning in. Let's go up to the top of the list and pick up Alex, KAVF. Welcome to the afternoon. Give us the best advice that you've been given.
Good afternoon, to the net. KI5OZZ, this is K5 Alex here, 10 miles south of Tulsa in Glenpool. Well, I've gotten a lot of advice over the years, but my dad was full of it, and I'm sure most folks can say that about their dads. But anyway, one of the things that he used was don't first succeed, read the instructions. He was full of good ones. Good to hear you, Dad. You have a great day. We'll talk to you later. K5ABF, back to you.
W8WKY.
Oh, that's great to hear there, Alex. Good stuff right there. You make sure and have a wonderful Wednesday. Thanks for chiming in with us today. Let's clear with K5AVF, and let's pick up Jimmy KE8BLX, welcome to the show this afternoon. Give us the best advice that you've been given.
K8BLX, a couple. One is
Well, Jimmy, I think the connection worked up on it. All I got is one is, and it dropped out on us. Doggone it.
I went down in a valley, so I probably dropped out there. A couple that I got is to never jump to conclusions, and the other one is never underestimate the power of prayer.
Well, sorry you hit that valley there, and both of them are excellent advice indeed. Well, Jimmy, you make sure and mobile safe out there, and thank you for jumping in with us today. We're with KE8BLX, and Bob, KC8MRT, were you in and out?
No, I chose not. The best advice was not to assume that you'll wind up making a fool of yourself and the other person. And with that, I'll say and hope everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and stay safe. And I'll talk to whoever the next time around. This is KC8MRC.
Fine business, Bob, and don't make assumptions, that is for sure. It makes a, what out of you and me. Hi. 7-3 at you. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Let's clear with KC8MRC and pick up Keith for the recheck. KE8TQR, welcome to the show again. What is the best advice you've been given?
KI5OZ, this is KE8TQR. Good afternoon, Nancy, and good afternoon to everyone on the second hour of the net. I'll keep it short because I know you're way after the hour. I had two pieces of advice, even though I've gotten a lot of advice over the years, but mostly the best advice I got was from my parents, mostly my dad. He gave me two pieces of advice when I was young. If you're going to do something, do your best, and never be afraid to admit when you're wrong. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Nancy. Fine job running that on the second hour. This is KE8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
All righty, Keith. Both very splendid pieces of advice, and especially don't be afraid to admit when you're wrong, because if you get in the habit of doing that on the regular, it's yourself in check. It's your humility where it belongs. So good stuff right there. Great to hear from you, Keith. Have a Wednesday, 73 at you, and stay warm. We'll clear with KE8TQR, and Craig, 8GW was our in and out. Thank you for stopping by and getting on the log and listening to us rant all afternoon. Great to hear everyone on there. I'm going to go ahead and close the net down and return the repeater back to normal amateur radio use, whatever that may be, but not before I say thank you to the SARA Club for hooking us up for a couple hours in the afternoon, and everyone else who has decided to hook up on Allstar, Echolink, and otherwise. Thank you so much. Great to hear everyone on there in our DX stations. Absolutely splendid business, you guys. Thank you to the RCWA for having this net on our home repeater at 147 Mark 090. Thank you to everyone who has checked in today. Fine business, sharing Dustin advice, and hopefully everyone was able to glean something from someone else. Other than that, I now return this repeater back to normal amateur radio use. But remember, when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. 7-3, y'all. This is KI5 OZZ.
This is KDDPC. Coming off there to Oklahoma, and the repeater is back to normal amateur use. KDDPC is clear.